For the Indian Hill Braves is number 2, Matt Griggs. He's a junior guard. Number 3, Larry Drays. He's also a junior guard. Number 11, Sam Hendricks. He's a sophomore forward. Joe Reneker, number 31. He's a senior forward. And Joe Von Dalen. He's also a senior forward, number 32. That's our starting lineups tonight, Steve.
Excellent coverage of tonight's game on Time Warner Cable Access is a presentation of the Indian Hill Television Network, also known as the IHTN. IHTN provides the community with educational and school-focused programming through the facilities and the ICRC, which is part of Time Warner.
Would you please stand, remove your hats, and sing along as the IH Pep Band plays our national anthem.
I haven't heard anything through this yet.
Oh, okay.
Now for the introduction of the roster, starters, and coaches for both teams. First, for our visitors from Taylor. The Yellow Jackets are coached by Mr. Kevin Wentz, assisted by Mr. Dale.
Well, Steve, these two teams last played on December the 14th. And that result of that contest was Indian Hill 77, Taylor Yellow Jackets 60. So that's been a while. They've both played decent. Conference standings, we've got Indian Hill's third in the conference with a win-loss record of 6-1, and Taylor's win-loss record in the conference is 2-8.
Well, the Wigwam hasn't been kind to the home Indian Hill Braves. They've dropped 2 out of their 7 games here. If they turn that around, they just turned that 2-5 record around. We're 5-2. They'd be looking at 11-4 and probably on top of the conference. Unfortunately, the home cooking hasn't been kind to them. On the other hand, you've got the Yellow Jackets from Taylor in North Bend, Ohio. They've lost 13 of the last 14 after starting out 2-1. They managed to knock off Reading. Outside that, they've lost 13 of their last 14, including, as you mentioned, their loss at home to our own Indian Hill Braves.
Yeah, the top scorers the last time they played, we had Joe Reneker for Indian Hill was their high scorer, and Scott Perrin for the Taylor Yellow Jackets was their high scorer with 14 points, and Joe Reneker had 17 points last time. Tonight's referees for the games are Eddie Gregory, Dale Lewis, and none other than Woody Allen.
Yeah, he's aging well for an 80-year-old Jewish man from New York. You'd never know it.
We'd also like to recognize that tonight is Indian Hill's homecoming game. So we've got a good crowd of students with us. We got the band, we got the parents, and the crowd is ready to get this game started.
This is going to be an exciting game. It's a good game for the Indian Hill Braves. They're 7-8 on the season. They are 6-4 in conference. They're not worrying about winning the conference anymore. That kind of went away with their loss at Deer Park the other night. But they're still looking for an opportunity to get ready for the postseason city tournament, which again, as you know, in high school basketball in the state of Ohio, the regular season kind of goes out the window. Well, we're getting ready to tip off here in the Wigwam. We got John Van Dalen for the Indians, jumping against, let's use that gentleman, Scott Perrin. And the Indians win the jump. And the Braves right away turn the ball over, and the ball will go right over to Taylor. as the Braves come out in a full court press. Taylor turns the ball over, so they've evened that out as the Braves bring the ball down and look to set up their offense. Running through the point guard, Larry Drays. Drays moves it to the wing. The shot is put up and missed. The rebound is knocked away. The Braves take another outside shot. And that's
there we
good.
go.
Joe Reneker gets on the board.
Three-point shot.
A three-point shot to give the hosting Braves a 3-0 lead. Taylor that time is successful. The Yellow Jackets break the press and get into their half-court set. It looks like our home Braves are running a man-to-man defense. The Yellow Jackets put up a shot and it's off. It's off to the right, rebounded by the Braves. The Braves bring it across half court. Drays brings it over to the wing. Drays takes a long outside shot. It's off the mark, and the rebound by the Braves, but knocked out of bounds. The ball goes over to the visiting Taylor Yellow Jackets.
Indian Hills come out crashing the boards both on the offensive and defensive side, Steve, so they got a real good start to the ball game.
Eye of the Tiger. They're definitely the full court press has given the Yellow Jackets problems again. They'll get it across the timeline and go into their half-court set. Passing it around the wing. It looks like they might be in a motion offense. As Taylor drives the lane and just comes up short. The Braves bring the rebound down across the timeline and set up their own offense. Matt Griggs getting the ball around to the wing to Joe Reneker. Reneker brings it out top to Drays. And the ball's passed to the wing to Mr. Hendricks, but he takes an extra step, and that's a turnover. They got the right idea. They're definitely keeping the ball in motion. Full court press is set up again. Taylor inbounds. And get it across the timeline. Pass out to the wing, and the shot is put up and good by Droppelman, a senior for the Yellow Jackets. And our home Braves bring it across the timeline. They're setting up their offense. Drays is left alone again. Puts a shot up, but it's off. Rebounded by Taylor Yellow Jackets. And they bring it across the timeline. Pass it out to the wing. Passing around the perimeter. Indian Hills packing in the paint. Defending the inside shot, making them put it up to the outside. And it's put up from the outside and missed by Buccolo of the Yellow Jackets, and our Braves bring it down court and set up their half court with a long shot and missed by Joe Reneker. It's a low scoring affair so far with just over 5 minutes to go and a 3-2 lead by the home Braves. Again, the Yellow Jackets bring it across half court and pack it inside. Shot put up and missed, but a foul is called on the putback on the Braves. John Van Dalen, that's be his first foul. They're calling it on the floor, not in the act of shooting. That's on the floor. So that's his first foul and the team's first.
Yeah, until that last play, Indian Hill was doing a real good job keeping them out from underneath the basket. That was the first time they really penetrated deep.
I think they're familiar with their offense, and they're making them put it up from the outside, not let them pack it in. So Taylor brings inbound the ball after a double turnover each way. The Yellow Jackets retain possession.
Good block.
And the ball is stolen away in the middle by Sam Hendricks. And the Braves bring it across half court, pass it into the wing, and the shot is put up and off the mark. Tip back and back up. No, 3 opportunities and it wasn't there. A little frustration foul on our point guard Drays. That's his first, the team's second.
They had 3 really good attempts. They just couldn't buy baskets.
So with 4:45 to go here in the first period, our home Indian Hill Braves hold a slight 3-2 lead over the visiting Taylor Yellow Jackets.
Cameron Youngblood's now in the game for the Yellow Jackets.
Taylor brings it inbounds and crosses the timeline. That full court press is giving them fits. They pack the ball inside and the shot is up and good. That's the first 2 points for Scott Perrin, the second leading scorer for the Taylor Yellow Jackets. The Braves bring it across half court and get into their half court set. The ball is set up on the perimeter. Matt Griggs is in the game, running the show, and he passes into Dre's. It's blocked.
Wow.
Dre's shot is blocked, and the rebound is brought
Nice
down
defense
for
under the
Taylor. They're
basket
running
by the Yellow
court. Fast
Jackets.
break opportunity, but the Braves are back in time. Taylor drives the lane and is good. That's another basket for Scott Perrin. That's 4 points for him and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. And at 3:57 to go, the Indian Hill squad has called a timeout, trailing 6-3 over the visiting Taylor Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, the Yellow Jackets have certainly come to play tonight. They are got some intensity going on their side. They are definitely determined to get underneath that basket and play on the inside and get their shots from the inside.
Our home Braves came out right away and lit it up from the outside.
But the last 2 possessions, they've really gotten underneath there. So the Indian Hill is going to have to get their defense.
They probably missed, what, about 4 or 5 shots the last 2 trips?
Yeah.
So the opportunities are there. They just got to keep putting the ball
That's
up.
right.
They won't
That's exactly
fall.
right. They have taken a lot of really good shots. They just haven't, basketball hasn't fallen for them.
That full court press that the Indian Hill team has put on paid dividends the first 3 possessions, but the last 3, they've been able to break it. Okay, Braves come across the timeline. Dre's passed it out in the wings to Griggs. Reniker has the ball at the top of the key. He finds Dre's at the top, passed it over to the wing. The ball's knocked away but picked back up by Griggs. Griggs looks back in the corner. Hendricks dribbles out to the top of the key, pass back over in the corner, and that's a foul. That'll be a foul. Let's see who they're going to call that on. Okay, that's going to be on Taylor's Buccolo. That's his first, the team's first. And he fouled Matt Griggs. Took him right to the ground. It was kind of an obvious foul.
Yeah, we have our first substitution for Indian Hill. Wes Bonekemper is now in the game.
And he brings, and Bonekemper's in the game, and right away takes the ball, passes it around to the wing, brings it out back on top. Bonekemper's on the wing, passes back on top. Reniker looks inside, Bonekemper drives, puts it up off the glass and in. His first 2, the Braves' 4th and 5th point.
Wes is going to give a little spark here to Indian Hill offense.
He came off the bench warm and ready to play. So the Braves didn't put on the full court pressure this time. They fall back on the half-court defensive set. Looks like a man-to-man. Taylor drives, the half-court set, and the basket is good. That's Petey Buccolo for the Yellow Jackets. As the Braves drive, put the ball up, it's off. Bonekemper fakes the outside shot, takes him to the lane, puts it up, off the glass, good. That's 4 quick points for Bonekemper.
Way to stay with the shot. That was a good play.
Reestablishes the Braves' inside game. With 2:30 to go, the visiting Yellow Jackets still hold
That's
an
a
8-7
second basket
edge
off the bench.
over our home Braves. Again, that's a turnover. Yeah, that young man had turnover written all over him since Justin Williams. I guess he's a senior for the Yellow Jackets. He had all kinds of problems from that ball from the time he started dribbling. Maybe he's got some cold hands. But that's in the favor of the Indian Hill Braves as they'll bring the ball in bounds, trailing 8-7 at the 2:25 mark of the first quarter.
We have a bit of a discussion going on between the ref and the coach for Taylor.
The ref usually wins those conversations 99% of the time. But our Braves bring it in the half-court set, pass it over to the wing. Von Dalen takes it back on top to Bonekemper. Bonekemper passes it back in the wing to Von Dalen, and Von Dalen puts it in off the glass for 2. That's his first 2 points. The team's 8th and 9th have given a 1-point lead with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Both teams seem to want to establish the lane. They're driving every opportunity they get.
That's Buccolo. Nice layup by
Buccolo
Buccolo.
puts in his second basket tonight. That's 4 points for him and gives the Yellow Jackets a 1-point lead. The Braves bring it down, dribbling along the perimeter. Butterfingers, and the call go against the home Braves. Now there's going to be a little bit of a discussion. And there's a disagreement amongst the refs, but the first one's going to overrule. We'll call him Woody Allen. So Taylor gets the phantom turnover and brings the ball across the half court. Dribbling around the perimeter. It looks like our young men, the Braves, are still in a half-court man-to-man. That's a step. But again, he was wide open to go to the basket.
Yeah, that's what, like the third double dribble or steps penalty on the Yellow Jackets. So
Yeah,
they
we
got to learn
deserve
to
that
control
one
the ball a little better there.
The Braves bring the ball again across half court, passing around the perimeter, dribbling in a low post. A lot of good movement underneath the basket. Ryan Murphy is running the show up top. Passes it over to Bonekemper. Kemper gets it over to Joey Fiore, who's checked into the game. So I guess we got Joey Fiore's coming to the game and Ryan Murphy. And that's a turnover on the Braves, unfortunately. With a minute to go, the Braves put back on the full court pressure. Looks like Taylor's broken it again. They set up from the perimeter, take a two-point jumper and off. The rebound is brought down by Joe Reneker. He drives the length of the court and sets up the half-court offense. Ryan passes it around the perimeter to Bonekemper. Bonekemper looks inside and the ball's stolen away. Taylor slows the pace down a little bit, brings it across the timeline. And the backcourt door cut is there, but the basket is missed. John Green had a wide open lane, and he missed it at the open shot. The Braves bring it back down court, drive the lane and make it. That's Bonekemper. That's 6 points for Bonekemper. He's come in and he's on fire. Bonekemper brings the ball across the half-court line again after stealing it with 6, 5, 4, 3. Shot up, no good. Rebound, put out to the perimeter, and no good. In the last 7 seconds, the Braves had 2 more opportunities to add to the lead, but after the first 8 minutes of action, our home court Indian Hill Braves hold 11-10 lead over the visiting Taylor Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Bonekemper certainly came off the bench and provided a fire to get the Indian Hill Braves going, so that was great. That's supposed to be second. Coverage of tonight's game on Time Warner Cable Access Television is a presentation of the Indian Hill Television Network, also known as IHTN. IHTN provides the community with educational and school-focused programming through the facilities of the ICRC, which is a part of Time Warner Cable.
We'd like to welcome anybody just joining the broadcast. My name is Stephen Arnold with Teresa Trinka here at the Indian Hills Gym, better known as the Wigwam, where the home Indian Hill Braves hold an 11-10 lead over the visiting Taylor Yellow Jackets from the Cincinnati Hills League. These teams, again, as we mentioned earlier, met once this year at Taylor's Gym with Braves thumping them 77-60. It's a little bit tighter this time around as Taylor holds possession. The ball's dribbled off Taylor. It's off Taylor's knee, and the refs are calling it for the Braves. That was a good defensive move. Excellent defensive move. I believe that was Joe Reneker that stuck the arm in. So the Braves come across the timeline. Joey Fiore passes it into the corner. Bonekemper passes it down, back over into the corner. Fiore takes a shot. Oh, he didn't call glass, but it counts. I believe they're going to give him a three-point shot.
That was a three-point shot by Fiore.
Taylor breaks the full court press again, but a foul's called against the Braves.
Oh, you hate to see that. You just get right ahead and you get down, you make kind of a sloppy foul.
That foul's called against Fiore. That's his. No, excuse me. Check that. It's against Bonekemper. It's his first and the team's third. Taylor brings it bound under the basket, and they miss an easy layup, but the putback is good. That's Scott Perrin for the Taylor Yellow Jackets. The Braves bring it across the timeline. Look down into the lane. Pass in the lane is blocked.
Wow.
The outside shot is put up and off the mark. Rebound following the shot is Ryan Murphy. The ball stolen away as he tried to feed it inside.
That's Cameron Youngblood for the Yellow Jackets, making all those great blocks underneath the basket for their team.
So Taylor puts the ball in as the Braves. Okay, with 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter, the Taylor Yellow Jackets have called a timeout. Their coach
Fans, if you're hungry or thirsty,
is
our
Kevin
breakfast
Went.
stand will be open all evening out in the lobby.
Our home Braves hold a 14-12 lead.
Food,
No, not much fouling going on in this game. Not a lot of scoring either. It's very low scoring. The Braves have 3 fouls. They've only called 1 foul on Taylor.
They're pretty evenly matched. It'll be interesting to see if they sustain that parity throughout the entire game.
Right, that's what I think we were talking about it earlier. On paper, if you just look at records, it looks like a mismatch.
Right.
Especially since the Braves have already gone down and ripped the Yellow Jackets in their gym. But the Yellow Jackets, 2 of their 3 wins have come against Reading. And Reading beat us in overtime, beat the Braves in overtime. So this is no gimme. If they didn't come to play, they're going to have their hands full. Taylor brings the ball in bounds, getting their half-court set. Trying to pack it in, and the ball stolen away. It was a nice steal by Cameron Harding. It's checked into the game. The Braves going to their half-court set. Bonekemper's keeping around the perimeter. Hendricks passes it back out to Bonekemper. Bonekemper puts it up and drives and is off the mark. Fight for the rebound, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by the
good hustle.
Indian Hill Braves. The ball goes over to the Taylor Yellow Jackets. There was a little discrepancy there, but that's the right call. So with the full court pressure on, Taylor brings the ball in bounds with 6:29 to go here in the first half. Come across the timeline, doing a lot of passing around the perimeter. But they got a motion offense going. That doesn't move when it's as much as it should. A lot of standing around and watching. That's in favor of the Braves, though. Good defense. Ball's pounded inside. There's 3 men surrounding one, and that comes up exactly what you think, which is a steal. And a breakaway, fast break opportunity for the Braves, which is missed. But rebounded and put back up and in by Wes Bonekemper. That's about 8 points for him and 16 for the Braves. The Yellow Jackets break the full court pressure, set up their half-court offense.
Yeah, we got Ryan Murphy, Joey Fiore, Wes Bonekemper.
Looks like Ryan
Cameron
Angles
Harding
is in the corner. He's checked in for
and
the
Sam
Yellow
Hendricks
Jackets.
in the game for Indian
they
Hill.
pack it inside, and it's blocked. Scott Perrin's shot was rejected. The Braves bring it across the half court and drive with the opportunity that wasn't actually there. That was Ryan Murphy trying to make something out of nothing. Senior guard should know better than that. Taylor brings it across the timeline, has it stolen away.
Kids are doing a lot of running up down the court.
Joey Fiore brings it down, pass in the middle, and there's nothing there again. Taylor Yellow Jackets run a fast break.
Oh, that's...
Peroni goes to the basket and is denied. No fouls called. They're letting the kids play. That's obvious. Only 4 fouls called on either team. And the Braves bring their half-court motion offense down. Fiore looking over to Harding. Harding drives the lane, and the ball's up and off the glass and good.
Nice play by Hendricks.
And that was Sam Hendricks. That's his first basket and the 17-18 points for the Braves. Taylor brings the ball across half court, passes it into the corner, and he's, what are they going to call on this? They're going to call Taylor ball. They're going to say that we knocked the ball out of bounds. Okay. So the ball stays with Taylor. With 4:30 to go, our home Braves have opened up an 18-12 lead. Looks like a fast break going the other way. They're just throwing the ball back in the backcourt. Chris Packwell's checked in for the Yellow Jackets. They bring it back across the timeline to the corner, back out to the top of the key.
Got Ryan Angles in the game for the Taylor Yellow Jackets.
The ball is denied inside, and the Braves get possession back.
Along with Chris Pasqua.
Pass it to Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy takes a shot, and it's off the front of the rim. Rebounded inside by Harding. Harding passes it back out. And in by Ryan Murphy. That's his first basket and opens up. The Braves lead to 8 points with 3:52 to go in the first half. The Yellow Jackets bring the ball across the half court. Put the ball in play. An outside shot is put up and off the rim by Cameron Youngblood. Rebounded by the Braves. Hendricks brings it down, passes into the corner, passes back out on top to Bonekemper. Bonekemper does a little razzle-dazzle, looks inside, puts an off-balance right-hand jump shot off. He's bailed out by his teammate, Sam Hendricks, which puts it back up and scores.
Hendricks is doing it on both sides of the boards tonight. He's doing offense, and he's also playing great defense under there. You know, Steve, he's played in 12 games, and Sam averages a little over a block a game, so he's a pretty decent defensive guy.
He's already above his season average.
Yeah,
he's got
right.
4 points. Now they got 2 or 3 blocks already on the defensive end. For a sophomore, he's got a lot of basketball poise. He knows what he's doing. He puts himself in position to make a play instead of standing around watching. Now if they can get some of the senior guards to play that way instead of forcing up double pump jump shots from behind the basket, they ought to be able to establish an insurmountable lead. But with 3:22 to go here in the first half, the Indian Hill Braves took a timeout. They're holding a 22-12 lead over the visiting Yellow Jackets of Taylor. Taylor brings the ball in bounds across the timeline, looking to set up their offense. Not a lot of movement on their offense, and that would tell you why they only have 12 points. Ball
there's a
stolen
steal
away
by
and stolen back.
Joey Fiore.
Ryan Ingles goes in the backcourt and recovers the turnover. The Yellow Jackets put their offense in motion. John Green, who's been held scoreless thus far, one of their big scorers, is off the board. And Scott Perrin, obviously a young man that's never met a shot he didn't like, misses the shot. The long rebound goes to the Braves. The Braves bring the ball down, pack it inside. The ball goes back out the top of the key. Bone Kemper settles it down a little bit. Looks for a pass inside. Shovels it to the wing. And Bone Kemper starts it all back over. Takes a three-point shot from way outside. It's off the rim, and the rebound is fought for inside by little Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy puts the ball back out. Drives back into the lane and is fouled. That's 2 points for Ryan Murphy, and he'll be going to the line. That's 4 for the night, and he'll be looking for his 5th point.
First free throws tonight. Fiore and Harding and Bonekemper are going to take a seat for Indian Hill. We've got Larry Drays in the game. Matt Griggs is back.
Free throws up and good, which opens the lead up to 25-12. Our home Braves over the visiting Taylor Yellow Jackets. Full court pressure applied with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Taylor breaks the press, brings the ball across the timeline, and sets up their half-court offense. Looks like they're trying to run a motion offense, but there's just not enough motion. And the shot is put up and off the rim. John Green, he's been shut out tonight, and he's usually one of their big scorers. If not their leading scorer, he's been shut out. The Braves come down,
Three-pointer.
and Ryan Murphy puts the ball up and good. That's another three-point shot. The senior guard for the Braves.
Yeah, in the game for Indian Hill, we've got Griggs, Drays, Murphy, Von Dalen, and Hendricks.
Taylor's running their offense in the half-court set, packs it back outside. Buccolo dribbles around the perimeter, hands the ball back off to Justin Williams, who passes inside to Buccolo. Buccolo does a spinning move and off the rim. Murphy grabs the rebound, and the Braves are back in business with just under a minute to go in the first half. Murphy thinks about it, brings a shot back down, passes over to Drees. Drees back to Murphy. Murphy over in the wing. Hendricks packs it back outside to Larry Drays. Drays passes it back to Hendricks. Hendricks finds Murphy. Murphy finds
Another
the
free,
bottom of the net.
another
That's
three.
Another 3 points for the senior guard, which opens the Braves lead up 31-12 with a half a minute to go here in the first half. That's 11 points for the senior guard. Well, with 25 seconds to go in the first half, holding a 19-point lead, is that right? Yeah, 19-point lead. Being the leading scorer, they just pulled him out of the game after that foolish foul at the timeline. So Taylor looks to hold the ball for the last shot. Braves. Pass back outside. Shot is put up by Droppelman. It's off the rim. And looks like we're going to come down for the last shot, and they're going to call traveling. Oh. Matt Griggs had visions of buzzard beater right there. Unfortunately, traveling was called, so with 1.1 second left, Taylor was trying to bring the ball in bounds, and the shot is up, and it's off the backboard, but no good. Justin Williams tried the last shot, and that brings our half to an end. That's the end of the first half of tonight's contest. At the half, the scores, the Indian Hills Braves 31, the Taylor Yellow Jackets 12. Stay tuned, and we'll see you after the break.
Hill High School. I'm Teresa Trika alongside Stephen Arnold, bringing you the game right here on the Indian Hill Television Network. The score starting the second half is Indian Hill 31, Taylor 12. And there was quite the difference from the first quarter to the second quarter. At the end of the first quarter, it was 11-10, and Indian Hill just jump-started themselves and took quite the lead here. And they're up by 19 points as we go to start the second half. We've got about 45 seconds until the game is going to restart. We'd like to mention the producer of tonight's game is Mr. Dennis Dupps, and the director on the Indian Hill Television Network is Brad McKee. All IHTN games are produced in association with the ICRC. All right, Steve, we got 19-point lead for the Indian Hill Braves. What's your comment on the first half?
I think you're looking at a tale of two quarters. The first quarter was nip and tuck, with our Braves edging out a 1 or 2 point lead after one. Before that second quarter, they really opened it up.
Okay, here we go. Second half's ready to start. Braves to inbound. We got Drays and Hendricks, Von Dalen, Matt Griggs, and Joe Reneker in the ball game to start the second half for the Braves.
Taylor comes out in a 1-3-1 defense with a chaser out on top.
Got Indian Hill's first shot. Did not go, but they rebounded off of a steal. Back underneath the basket, took the shot.
Ball goes back.
Lost it out of bounds, and Yellow Jackets to inbound.
Looks like the Braves have come out in their full court press again, and right away it pays dividends. That's a foul on John Green. That young man has to be frustrated. He was held scoreless in the first half, and he's the Yellow Jackets' leading scorer.
That's his first.
That's his first foul, team's first here in the second half.
Right. Indian Hill with the ball at the top of the key. Off to the side, a three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by the Yellow Jackets. Let's see if they make it all the way down the court, Steve. Indian Hill's been doing a good job on stealing that ball.
They called off the full court pressure and have dropped back, it looks like, in a man-to-man defense. The Braves are a man-to-man.
All right, Yellow Jackets off, trying to penetrate underneath. Steal by the Braves, back down. And layup, and unfortunately, it did not go. So Yellow Jackets with the ball back down the court.
Drays went in with the left hand. Missed the driving layup.
Underneath, and there's a foul. That's going to be a shooting foul, Steve, I think.
Yeah, they're calling that on.
31 for the Braves, Joe Reneker.
We're going to have Scott Perrin at the line, number 44 for the Yellow Jackets.
That's Joe Reneker's second foul, the team's first here in the second half.
At the line for Taylor, number 44.
Got one free throw good.
Perrin.
Second attempt.
Perrin misses his second shot.
Scott's about a 50% free throw shooter. We've got Indian Hill back with the ball and looking for an opening here. Got a little ball movement going on while they set up their play. We got some folks moving behind the key. Hendricks with an attempt. No good.
Rebound by Taylor.
Yellow Jackets take the ball to the other end. Ball movement, moving the ball inside.
Green may not have a scoring touch
Turnaround
tonight.
jumper, no good. Fighting for the rebound, Indian Hill retains possession there.
Yellow Jackets Green may not have a scoring touch tonight, but he's still crashing the boards.
Underneath, Hendricks for 2. Hendricks is having a very, very good game tonight, Steve.
That's 5 points for him, which is above his season average.
Yellow Jackets back to their end. Underneath the basket.
That's another foul on the floor. They're calling it on the Braves. Number 11.
Fouls on number 11 for the
Hendricks.
Braves, Sam Hendricks.
Wasn't
That's
quite
his
set
first.
when he tried to block.
Returning to the game for the Yellow Jackets, number 32, Cameron Youngblood.
I believe that's Hendricks' first
It's funny,
foul.
you think you got your feet set and your feet are moving, and they're going to call that foul every time. Good inbound pass, long inbound pass by the Yellow Jackets. They put it up around the rim and out. But
Another
again, we have a
foul
foul underneath.
Another foul on the Braves. They're calling that
Fouls
on
number
42.
The one
31
thing-
for the Braves,
The one
Joe
thing the Braves
Lannister,
can't do is they
that's
can't get
his
sloppy here. They've had more fouls
Cameron
in the
Youngblood
first
at the line for Taylor.
3 minutes of this half, or this quarter, than they had in the whole first half.
Well, I think that's Taylor's come out with a lot of energy, and the Braves came out sitting on their heels. You can't play defense with your feet. Oh, excuse me, with your arms. You got to play defense with your feet. They're not doing that.
We've got 5:18 left in the third quarter. The free throw by Cameron Youngblood, that attempt was missed, and Indian Hill back with the ball. We got Sam Hendricks has played almost this entire game. It's really a key to the Braves offense and defense tonight. Matt Griggs to the basket, and he makes the shot, and he is fouled on the shot.
Basket's good by number 2, Matt Griggs, who will go to the line. Off the foul on number
That's his
14,
first basket
Steve
tonight.
Buccolo, his second. Checking into the Braves, number
12 below his
35,
season
Wes
average.
Dolekemper.
Foul was on Petey Buccolo of the Yellow Jackets. That's his second, the team's fourth.
Griggs' first attempt is up and perfect shot.
Correction, it's the team's first foul in the second half.
Yellow Jackets trying to get the ball across half court. And there's another steal. Steal by Larry Drays.
Drays has some
Good
quick
hustle by the Braves. Getting the ball inside, back outside. We got Bonekemper back in the game. And Hendricks and Griggs and Drays. And Von Dalen. That makes the lineup for the Braves right now.
Drive and
Hendricks
dish.
takes the shot, and it is
Basket
good.
by number 11, Sam Hendricks, off the assist from number 35.
What's that? Is that
Wes
eight?
Hendricks
Is that,
gives
is
him 8 points.
that 8? That's 8 for Sam. Can't quite see the scoreboard from here.
Taylor throws it away again. You know, for as hard as the Yellow Jackets have played during the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, the Braves have added to their lead. Now it's 38-13 with 4:06 to go here in the third period. And Taylor's come out in a full court pressure defense.
Braves broke that pretty easily with the
Bonekemper.
layup. Bonekemper with 2.
35, Wes Bonekemper off the assist for number 32, John
That gives him 10
Valentine.
points for the game, and he's the leading scorer.
Oh,
Another turnover for the Taylor Yellow Jackets.
Yep.
Full court pressure.
thought he had the ball and looked away, and it went right through his
Returning to
hands.
the game for the Braves, number 42, Cameron
Kind of like
Harding.
some wide receivers we know.
Are you thinking Chad Johnson?
I didn't say a number.
Ocho Cinco.
All right, the Braves got the ball. We got Hendricks and Bonekemper. We got Cameron Harding in the game now for the Braves, along with Larry Drays. Hendricks trying to move underneath and scores again.
Nice turnaround jumper for Hendricks.
So far, I'd have to make him the MVP.
That gives him 10 points, ties for the game high in scoring.
We got about 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets with the ball. Buccolo takes a shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Hendricks.
These kids can't buy a basket.
Griggs is back in the game and unfortunately gives it up to the Yellow Jackets. Passing it off underneath the basket, Buccolo makes two.
Buccolo finally bought a basket. That's 6 points for him. With 2.5 minutes to go, the home Braves are still holding a 42-15 advantage.
All right, we got the Braves setting up their play. We're all standing around the outside trying to figure out who's going to move in. Inside for two by Cameron Hardy. That was a nice play that they set up. They worked the ball inside very well.
That's his first two.
Yellow Jackets with the ball. We got a 29-point differential here. Now it's down to 27.
Scott Perrin. That's 9 for him, 17 for the Yellow Jackets.
Hendricks has got the ball for the Braves, passes over to Bonekemper, who
1-2
walked with the ball. Wasn't sure if he was going to pass or go, and when he went, he took a couple extra steps.
It's called that moment of indecision. It's called traveling.
Also checking in for the Yellow Jackets, number 10, Chris Stryker.
Both teams.
All right, we got Ryan Ingalls in the game for the Yellow Jackets.
Both teams did a few substitutes there. Senior guard Murphy's back in the game for the Braves. Joey Fiore and Murphy.
Bonekemper, oh. It's going to be inbounded by the Yellow
Jackets. That was a steal for the
Jackets.
Braves, but they're calling Bonekemper out of bounds. The ball go back over the Yellow Jackets.
Got a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Buccolo with the ball, loses it, but his teammate saves him. Underneath the basket, trying to make the shot. There it is, 2 points.
Youngblood.
By Youngblood.
That's his first 2 points.
Bonekemper with the ball for the Braves. We got Fiore with the shot, going underneath. Nice rebound back over to the Braves. Underneath by Murphy. Takes the shot, no good, but he's fouled.
He's fouled. Looks like a foul on Youngblood. No, they're gonna give that foul.
That's going to be a shooting foul. Ryan Murphy will be at the line.
Team's
Ryan
third.
Murphy at the line for Indian Hill.
This first shot's up and good. That's his 12th point. He's looking for his 13th, his game high 13th. He finds nothing but the net.
Checking
There
in
we
the
go.
game for the Braves, number 44, Andrew Somerville.
All right.
That's 13 for Ryan Murphy. That's 7 above his seasonal average.
Andrew Somerville's now in the game for the Braves. Yellow Jackets inbound, but we got a blocking foul on the Braves,
They
pushing
call it on Murphy.
Chris
That's
Schweik.
team's 4th, and I believe that's his
That was
second.
Chris Pasqua. I'm sorry, Chris
Foul
Pasqua
on
was
five
pushed
for
out of
Braves.
bounds,
Murphy,
inbounding
that's his
Yellow
second.
Jackets to Chris Pasqua.
Less than a minute to go in this third quarter.
Petey Buccolo setting up the play, over to Pasqua. Going underneath,
That's just a dumb pass.
rebounded by the Braves. Joey Fiore with the ball.
He was triple team, and the kid still tried to lob it into him.
Yeah, that was not too smart of a play there. They're trying to make something happen though, Steve. Stolen and then fouled.
Wow, that's another foul on the Ryan
Murphy,
That's
yeah.
going to be his 3rd and the team's 5th.
Fouls
Ball
on
to be
number
inbounded
3
by
for
the
the
Yellow
Braves,
Jackets.
Ryan Murphy, that's his 3rd.
Chris Pasqua with the ball, bringing it over across half-court line. Ryan Engels tried to take a
Turns it
shot and it
over
was
again.
blocked. Indian Hill back with the layup.
Pasquale's called for the foul. It was a smart
It
foul.
was by Bonakemper. He hits the deck on that one.
That's Pasquale's first and the team's, I believe, fourth.
Says Pasquale, his first. Wes Bonakemper at the line for the Braves.
Bonakemper will shoot.
Bonakemper is looking for his 11th. That's his 11th, and now he's going to look for his 12th point with 9.2 seconds to go here in the third. Nothing but net.
That's right.
That's 12 for him. 7, 6, 5.
Last shot here,
As time expires.
and it's good.
It's up and good for the
The
senior
score.
guard, Schweiker.
Yeah, the score at the end of the third quarter, Braves 48, Yellow Jackets 21. 27-point difference. It's time for us to tell you who the Indian Hill Television Network production crew is for tonight's game. We have Mr. Dennis Dupps, the producer, Brad McKee, the director, Bryn Coombe is on graphics, Rashal Wanagosoria is on camera. Joey Gill's also on camera, and so is Guangsha Mu. So we've got a full crew tonight. We've got Stephen Arnold and Teresa Trico with you, calling the action for you here at the side of the court.
So it's a
We're having a good time, too.
Yeah, final 8 minutes to go here. The Braves hold a 48-21 advantage over the visiting Yellow Jackets. The Braves have 5 team fouls, and Yellow Jackets 4. The bonus arrow favors Taylor, so they should bring the ball in bounds to start the fourth quarter. The Braves are being led by, let's see, Ryan Murphy with 13 points, and right behind him is Wes Bonakemper with 12.
All right. Back to the action here. Yellow Jackets inbounded the ball. Stolen by Bonakemper, taking it for the layup, and he couldn't make it go. Rebounded
Justin
by
Williams
the
brings it
Yellow
back down the
Jackets,
court.
passing off, and they take a good shot, but it won't go for him. Long pass down to the Braves. They take a shot under the basket. It was no good by Fiore. Yellow Jackets have the ball back, and it attempts to be stolen by Murphy, and it goes out of bounds. Last tipped by the Yellow Jackets. Braves to inbound.
So the Braves will bring it back up court with just over 7 minutes to go here in the game.
Bonakemper with the ball over to Fiore. Underneath to Murphy, and he makes it for 2. That was a nice play, Steve. Very, very nice
That's
play.
15 points for that young man.
Yeah, we got 7 minutes left in the contest. Yellow Jackets with the ball. Christian Droppelman's now in the game for the Yellow Jackets. Tipped away by the Braves. Yellow Jackets to inbound.
I think Taylor needs to learn what the definition of a bounce pass is in the paint.
Yeah, they got too many going in the air. Good try under the basket. Doesn't go, but rebounded by Bonakemper for the Braves. Ryan Murphy to take a 3-point shot. No good this time. Fiore hustling for the rebound.
And the ball is going to be called off. Pukalo for the Yellow
And the
Jackets
Braves
and
will
stay with
inbound,
the
I
Braves.
believe. Yeah. Yes, they will. Ryan Murphy to inbound. Out to Bonakemper at the top of the key, set up the play. Long shot by Fiore, and he makes it perfect.
Wow.
3-point shot by Joey
Nothing
Fiore.
but net. Nothing but net. That gives him 5 points.
Yellow Jackets back across the half-court line. Into the basket, trying to get it underneath. Shot. Oh, I thought Bucalo was going to take a shot, and he takes it back outside. Now he takes the shot from the 3-point line. Around the rim, it won't fall for him. Braves rebound, Fiore to set it up.
Jason Schreiner brought in down his first rebound. He's checked into the game for the Braves.
Bonakemper with the shot.
Jump shot by number 35.
Was that a
I give
two-pointer?
him 14 for the game. He's on fire, and that opens a lead up to 55-21 for the home
I
Braves
couldn't
of the
tell
visiting.
from where we were sitting. His foot was, I think, was on the line. I think that was a two-point shot.
Yeah, they gave him
Underneath.
2, so that's 14.
Nice
Taylor
pass
can't buy a
underneath, but they
basket.
couldn't make the basket go for the Yellow Jackets. Fiore with the ball. Bounced off of a Yellow Jacket. Passed underneath, 2 points
Basket by number
for
34,
Andrew Somerville.
Summerfield with his first 2
Somerville.
points.
Yep. So we got Bonakemper, Murphy, Fiore, Schreiner, and Somerville in the game for the Braves. 5 minutes left in the contest. Yellow Jackets with the ball, trying to move it in. John Green trying to take it.
Basket by
John
number
Green.
42, John Green.
That's about
John
his
Green
first.
makes
That's
2
his
points.
first basket. The kid's
Yeah, he's
averaging
their,
over
he's
11
their top
points.
shooter.
He's averaging 11.3 points.
We
That's
had
his
over
first.
and back on the Braves. Ball to be inbounded by the Yellow Jackets. We have a timeout.
Checking in the game for the Yellow Jackets, number 20, Chris Pasqua. Number 24, Ben Sander. Number 54.
Coverage of
Jake
Braves
Silver.
basketball on the Indian Hills Television Network wouldn't be possible without the generous support of the Indian Hills Boosters, the PTO, and the ICRC. Their grants have provided us with the equipment to bring Indian Hills sports off of the field or gym and into the community. We appreciate all that you've done to develop our television program. Another missed shot by the Taylor Yellow Jackets. But
Braves with the ball. The Yellow Jackets got it back.
Pasqua comes down, passes it underneath.
Pasqua takes the shot, no good. Rebounded by number 45, Vic Ramsey. We've got Ramsey now in the game for the Braves.
Yeah, Vic Ramsey's checked in, got a nice rebound and threw it away.
So
This is
we
a nice
got
opportunity for
Bonakemper.
the Indians to empty the bench.
Yeah,
Give everybody a
absolutely,
chance.
absolutely. Yeah, we've got Jason Schreiner, Bonakemper, Vic Ramsey, Ryan Murphy,
Schreiner pulled down that rebound.
and Andrew Somerville in the game for the Braves. Stolen by John Green, who's taken it all the way to the hoop, passed it off.
Pasqua goes up for the shot and is fouled. That fouls on
Foul
Summerfield,
number
his
44
first,
for the Braves, Andrew Somerville.
his
That's
first,
his first.
team sixth, and Pasqua will be going to the line to shoot 2.
Somerville committed that foul for the Braves.
Checking in the game for the Braves, number 23, Will Satterfield. And for Taylor, number 10, Chris Becker. And number 40, Ryan Ingalls.
Pasqua at the line. Rebounded by Vic Ramsey. Down the court for the Braves. Yellow Jackets got it back. Pasqua looking for help. Good defense being played by the Braves. They're not letting them inside. A steal. Attempted steal. The Yellow Jackets recover. Pasqua recovers. That was a shot by Jake Sillis for the Yellow Jackets. No good. Braves back down the court. Long pass down to Jason Schreiner. Inside to Andrew Somerville, who's got 2 points.
Somerville.
That's Somerville's first basket as the Braves open up a 59-23 lead, and Somerville steals the ball back, where they're going to call a double dribble. The ball goes back over to the visiting Taylor Yellow Jackets with 2:27 to go here in the fourth quarter, and our home Braves in the Wigwam holding a 59-23 advantage. With this win, it's going to move our home Braves to a 8-8 record overall, and 7-4 in the league.
Rebound by Andrew Somerville. Ryan Murphy to take the ball across half court. A 36-point lead for the Braves.
This loss is going to drop Taylor to 3-15 on the year and 2-9 in the CHL.
Ben Sanders is in the game. Ben Sander is in the game for the Yellow Jackets. Shot no good. Ryan Murphy with the ball for the Braves. This is an exciting homecoming game for the Braves here.
Yeah, it's an excellent one. And for those that are interested, coming up on the 30th, right here at the Wigwam, your home Braves is going to be hosting the Finneytown team from the CHL, and then they go back to Reading on the 1st of February. So fans, come on out and support your team.
We had a foul called underneath the basket. It was actually an offensive foul on Somerville. Yellow Jackets to inbound.
For the Braves, Andrew Somerville, that's his second. Checking into the game.
That foul was on Somerville. It's his second, the team's 7th.
There really haven't been that many fouls in the game. We're not in the bonus. We got 1:20 left in the contest.
Right out of halftime, there was about 4 or 5 fouls called between the two teams.
Yeah, so it's been a pretty clean game.
Yeah. And it could have gotten
Yellow
out of hand
Jackets
with a
lose the
score
ball
like this.
out of bounds. It'll be inbounded by Andrew Somerville for the Braves.
For you Taylor fans, from here, after this road game, they go on the road again on the 30th to play Mariemont. And then they're home again on the 1st of February to play Deer Park and close out their season at Madeira on February 8th.
Fouls on number 45 for the Braves. Vic Ramsey, that's his first.
Vic Ramji committed the foul. It's
Ramsey's
actually a
first,
shooting foul
team's
now.
8th, so that puts the visiting Yellow Jackets in the bonus. They'll be shooting 1-on-1.
Minute 3 left in the contest.
Let us know what you think of the Braves basketball on the Indian Hill Television Network by calling our viewer feedback phone at 272-4590. Phone lines are open 24 hours a day, so give us a call and tell us how we're doing. Once again, that's 272-4590.
Vic Ramji with the rebound for the Braves, off to Ryan Murphy. Ramji had the pass and then lost the pass. It's out of bounds to the Yellow Jackets.
Somerville, the juniors, trying to feed it inside to give the senior Ramsey an opportunity to put some points on the board.
Absolutely. Nope.
He's taking one for the team.
Yeah, Ramji's a 6-foot senior. Somerville is a 6-foot junior. Jason Schreiner with the rebound. Ramji to take a 3-point shot. Didn't come close. Yellow Jackets with the rebound.
They definitely want to get Ramsey on the board. You can notice
20
that.
seconds in the contest. Yellow Jackets still fighting for the rebound. Pasqua trying to pass it off here.
Boy, Taylor can't buy a bat. Those poor kids. They've never given up. They played hard for the entire game, all 4 quarters, but tonight just wasn't their night.
That's exactly right.
With 6 seconds to go. Let it go, that's the game. Once again, let us know what you think of the Braves basketball on the Indian Hills Television Network by calling our viewer feedback phone at 272-4590. Phone lines are open 24 hours a day, so give us a call and tell us how we're doing. Once again, it's 272-4590. Exclusive coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network. It's been a copyrighted presentation of the Indian Hills Television Network in association with the ICRC. From our producer, Mark Dennis Dupes, director, Brad McKee, and our entire crew, I'm Stephen Arnold. For Teresa Trica, saying goodnight from the Indian Hills School, where your final score is Indian Hills
59 and the Taylor Yellow Jackets 24.
So long, everybody.
Good night.